Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They got 18 yards in a single season.
And think of who he has passed to get here. And being able to stay healthy, get enough carries, get great support from his offensive line and receivers blocking for him. But best of all, this is one talented individual that now has the record.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. And he'll give it here to his running back. Bulldozes past him. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense... And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete here. Second down now after the incompletion. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. of one. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. They'll look to throw now on first down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, spinning away. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Green 39!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Well, they knew who to turn to on fourth down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Uses the stiff arm. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Look at the spin. Balance. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he bowls over it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can.
Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with his second. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They come out here in the eye.
Green 39! Green 39! I got it.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's got some space here. He won't go down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Seahawks are looking good right now as they will just try to keep up the good work in the second half. The Rams are coming off a bad game, and they haven't been able to get out of that funk here today. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. 4th down at the 34. They'll go with the run here, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Seahawks on offense midway through the second. Coverage breaks down here, and that connection will lead to a gain of 24 yards. Seahawks still on the field. They'll go to the ground and pound here. He caps off the 7-play drive with the score. The lead now at 11.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 30. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They come out here in the eye.
Blue 90!
52's the mic, boys. 52. Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Now, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. We own them. We own them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. A 15-yard touchdown. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a simple.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
Now they'll run it on the toss. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
They come out here in the eye.
Let's go. Blue 90.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So they were... Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. What a spin. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. 25 yards. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a...
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes, LA football. So the onside kick is recovered, and you know, I always thought... Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical. That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Spinning past him. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. Taking it in from the 20. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they'll run it on the toss. Look at the spin. Oh, he did it again. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little... But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins.